What is up, everyone? The Champions League is back today, and we are going to warm you up with recent news before the great games take place. Give us a like, subscribe to the channel, and share your predictions for the PSG Manchester City game in the comments below. It will be very interesting for us to read them. And while you're writing, we proceed to begin. Let's get going! Barcelona did not appeal against Ronald Koeman's 2-match suspension. The head coach of the Blaugranas will miss the match against Atletico on October the 2nd. Lionel Messi is the best player in the world, but he is also human. He needs time to adapt. In PSG, he should feel at home. BBC quoted Mauricio Pochettino. Juan Mata will leave Manchester United in January in case he is not given more minutes on the pitch. The Spaniard is not satisfied with the role of a substitute, reports Manchester Evening News. Bayern Munich are among the top contenders for the purchase of Ajax winger Antony next summer. Munich will have to pay about 40 million euros for the player. I hope Leo Messi can play against us on Tuesday for the benefit of the game. Sky Sports quotes the words of the head coach of Man City, Pep Guardiola. Among all the clubs from the top 5 European leagues, Real lost the least number of matches in domestic competitions in 2021, only 3% of the games played. Boxer Alexander Usyk won the title at the Tottenham Stadium and outstripped the Spurs themselves. PSG looks like a PlayStation team, really, and an unbeatable team too. If they find an amalgamation on and off the pitch, if they manage to put the interest of the team ahead of individual interests, they will be unbeatable. L'Equipe quotes Juventus defender Giorgio Chiellini. Barcelona has not yet been able to agree on a new contract with its defender Sergio Roberto. The parties will resume negotiations at the end of the week. If Kylian had been in England or Spain for the last 3 years and not in the 6th Europa League, he would have already won the Ballon d'Or. Former French striker Anelka claimed in the interview with the Get French Football News. Arsenal won their 600th Premier League game. Only Man United and Chelsea have more, with 691 and 601 respectively. Zlatan Ibrahimovic will miss the Milan vs Atletico game in the Champions League. The Swede still cannot return to training due to issues with Achilles tendon. Sky Sports informs. Ilaix Moriba is not included in Leipzig head coach Jesse Marsch's plan. The midfielder left Barcelona with a scandal in the summer. Man United needs to sack Solskjaer and call Conte or Zidane. Chelsea removed Lampard and took Tuchel. Take a look at their results. Former Aston Villa forward Gabriel Agbonlahor stated on talkSPORT. Midfielder for Sampdoria and Denmark Mikkel Damsgaard is in the sphere of interest of Juventus, Milan, Inter and Tottenham. Gianluigi Donnarumma has no plans to leave PSG for the winter transfer window, despite the fact that he is still losing the competition to Keylor Navas, according to Fabrizio Romano. Gennaro Gattuso could get a job in the English Premier League. He is a priority candidate for Newcastle, Calciomercato says. Jaap Stam was sacked from the position of the head coach of MLS club Cincinnati. Bayern defender Benjamin Pavard has been suspended for 2 Bundesliga games for a straight red card in the matchday 6 against Greuther Fürth. Chelsea and Liverpool are eyeing Newcastle leader Alan Saint-Maximin, though the Magpies will not sell him until summer, Transfermarkt reports. Napoli is willing to sell striker Victor Osimhen to the European top clubs. The Azzurri want to receive at least 90 million euros from his sale. Borussia Dortmund will change their kit due to numerous complaints from their fans. Instead of the transparent logo on the chest, the black and yellow emblem will be back, the club's official website confirms. Liverpool fans are wrong when they put Fernando Torres and Luis Suarez above Mohamed Salah. Without Mo, the club would never have won the Premier League and the Champions League. Former Liverpool striker Peter Crouch wrote in his article for Daily Mail. Sergio Ramos recovered from a calf injury and returned to training with PSG. Alexis Sanchez may leave Inter Milan in January. Sevilla, Real Betis and Marseille will fight for him, Calciomercato informs. Ousmane Dembele will not renew his expiring contract with Barcelona until January. The winger wants to listen to the suggestions of other clubs and only then communicate with the management of Blaugranas. Manchester United have won only half of 64 home games under Solskjaer in the Premier League. I admire Bayern. In Munich they always talk about the club, while at PSG only individual players are discussed, such as Messi, Neymar, Mbappe. Kicker quotes Robert Pires. Eden Hazard overcame psychological issues caused by frequent injuries. The Belgian is no longer afraid for his ankle and doesn't avoid tough tackles. Depay suits Barcelona, but it seems to me that he is an individualist. Memphis does too much of his own thing. Sport S quotes the words of Marco van Basten. The Champions League is back today. Tuesday's schedule is right in front of you. And now, we are to dive into the main news of the release. UEFA has suspended proceedings against Real Madrid, Barcelona and Juventus from Turin in the European Super League case. The organization has no more claims to the clubs that host the tournament. On its official website, UEFA announced the lifting of all sanctions and declared the proceedings in this case invalid. In addition, penalties for the remaining 9 clubs that were going to participate in the Super League were cancelled. After the opening of a disciplinary procedure against Barcelona, Juventus and Real Madrid for a possible violation of UEFA's legal framework in relation to the so-called Super League project, UEFA's appellate body has decided to suspend the procedure until further notice. The statement said, "Subsequently, Florentino Perez still won. That means the Super League is going to be reborn in the future." Juventus defender Matthijs de Ligt is about to become a Barcelona's target for the next summer transfer window once again, according to the Italian newspaper Calciomercato. Following the source, due to financial problems, the Catalans will not be able to pay Juventus 150 million euros, for which the Turins would be ready to let the Dutchman go. Nevertheless, Barca is ready to offer Juve a swap deal, including 2 players in the negotiations at once. One of them is goalkeeper Marc-André ter Stegen, while the other is forward Memphis Depay. The Blaugranas are open to parting with the German, as he is periodically criticized by fans for his poor performance in big games. As for the Dutchman, Barcelona does not see him as a long-term player. Although, in any case, the Catalans will face tough competition with Chelsea, which are also interested in de Ligt and are going to offer a full, and most importantly, a large amount of money for him next year. At his press conference before the match against Manchester City in the Champions League, PSG head coach Mauricio Pochettino commented on the incident between the team's forwards Kylian Mbappe and Neymar in the recent battle against Montpellier. "We are to recall that in that game, Mbappe complained Neymar not passing him as he did to other teammates. There are extraordinary guys who compete with each other. These are things that sometimes happen. In this club, you only need to win." This story made a lot of noise, but it passed without a trace inside the team. They talked to each other. I also talked to them. They laughed together in training, Pochettino assured in an interview for L'Equipe. However, such stories don't just happen without a reason. The same French source found out about the tension in the relationship between Mbappe and Neymar. The misunderstanding between the French and the Brazilian was provoked by the Kylian's desire to leave Paris and move to Real Madrid in the summer transfer window. Since then, Neymar, who dreamed of a super trio with Mbappe and Lionel Messi, was very offended by his teammate because he did not share his desire. Kylian in turn feels lonely in the locker room due to the formation of Spanish-speaking and Latino formations within the team. Messi's appearance negatively affected Mbappe's friendship with Neymar. Now the Brazilian spends much more time with his Argentinian friend, which is very frustrating for the Frenchman. Cristiano Ronaldo continues to have a huge impact on Manchester United, not only on the pitch, but also in the kitchen. Spanish newspaper Marca claims that the Portuguese imposed his own menu on the chef of the club, and now some dishes are served to the whole team. For example, octopus meat and bacalhau. This is a Portuguese dish made with salted cod and eggs. The only important but, the teammates did not like the food. This menu works for Cristiano's diet, but other United footballers don't like that kind of food. Ronaldo is already working very hard to make the changes that suit the team. The chefs are trying to help him with a little taste of home, says a newspaper source inside the club. Friends, check out the suggested videos from our other channels. You're definitely gonna like them. And it was Football News. Have a nice one, and see you in a bit.